The best award I've ever received was from my mom. She told me that I was the biggest shithead in the family, so that's pretty fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, I think what did it is my mom. She had started following me on Instagram, and she saw a picture of a portrait tattoo that I'd gotten a really long time ago, and it's a portrait of Ernest from Ernest Goes to Camp. And that was just like the last block on a very disappointing game of Jenga we've been playing for the past 29 years. She was like, fuck this kid. But like my mom told me she knew I would always turn out like, winning the biggest shithead award because I did something to my mom before I was born that not every kid will do to their mom. And I've looked this up. It's been confirmed this happens fairly often, but not every kid does it. Before I was born, when my mom was in labor, I pooped inside of my mom. I know. I live with that every day of my life. Oftentimes she'll just text me to remind me that I did that. But like a lot of people think that's gross, and I get it, but like I think that's like the coolest, most preemptive punk rock thing anyone's ever done in their entire life. Like before I was born, I was like, who's full of shit now, Donna? And just like marched on out into the world. Wearing a little Black Flag onesie or something. I don't know. I need like a new look in my life. Like I need a look that doesn't say like he's seen Sum 41 4 times. It's like because like my friends have been like contacting me on Facebook and stuff, like old college friends sharing like the time hop photos and stuff, and they'll be like, Andrew, do you remember how much fun we used to have in college, man? Those were the days. And like I look at those photos and I'm just like, I've been wearing the same shirt for like 10 years. Like I should really use that Kohl's credit card my mom got me. But instead, I just keep using it to buy pleats for weddings. But like I want like a new look, like because I was at this concert recently, and I used to think I was like a unique individual, like that there was no one like me. I was really cool in punk rock, and like I was special. And my mom always told me I was special and stuff. And I realized that I'm not a unique person because I was at this concert and it was a band that I really liked, and I looked out in the audience and I was like, oh, there's 600 of me here. This is just 600 of me, same dudes wearing the same shirt, jeans. They didn't have these shoes. These are some nicer shoes, but that's because they didn't go through their friend's trash the day after he moved. That's why I have them. But like, it was weird because I was with my girlfriend and I'm looking out at all these guys who are exactly like me, and I was like, man, she picked me. And all these dudes look exactly like me. I was like, I can't let her talk to any of them, like because most of them probably have some better things to offer than I do. Like I'm gonna bet most of them have a better job. The majority of them have a bigger penis than I do. I'd say 99% of them haven't shit their pants twice in the past year. That's just. And I'm not talking like 365 days. I'm talking twice in the 2016 calendar year. I'm a risky farter. I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's just, I'm like the evil Knievel of farts, you know? I'm a real dare. Sometimes you feel something rumbling, you hit the ramp, then you don't stick the landing. And you get a bad review from an Uber driver because you ruined his Camry. I don't know. I don't really care. Like, I know, like, people are like, Andrew, why are you talking about shit in your pants? People are gonna judge you. Like, I don't care. I don't care what people think about me, just as long as people like me and they think I'm cool. That's like all that I really care about. Like, as long as my mom likes me, I'm pretty stoked about that. Because, like, if my mom doesn't like me, then I don't get to visit her as often, and then I don't get to watch cable television. Like I'll go hang out with my mom and we'll watch like HGTV, which I don't really know why I watch it, but it's like fishing shows. You just like get into it and you just keep watching it. And like I was watching this show and it's about people buying tiny homes. And it's the same thing. Like that's like the new thing. People are buying tiny homes. It's supposed to be better for the environment. They cost not tiny prices. Like, they're pretty expensive. Like, I looked into buying one, but it's always like the same thing where it's like some girl's like, hey, I want to like live in a tiny home and downsize and you know, reduce my carbon footprint. And then they show them the tiny house and then they're just like, it's kind of small in here. And you're like, it's in the name. Like, it's not like a Biggie Smalls type situation. Like, they didn't like give it that nickname. But like I'm excited about the tiny home thing because I don't think it's happened really yet because not enough people have been living and dying in them. But I'm excited for the Haunted Tiny Homes TV show. where it's just gonna be like two hipster ghosts just scaring the shit out of people, just like, you buy a Prius, or like, you should have composted more, like stuff like that. I don't know. I think I might be able to afford one. Like I have an okay job. Like I'm a screen printer. I make T-shirts. That's what I do for a living, and it's okay. People are always like, Andrew, that sounds like the most fun job ever. Like that's got to be so much fun. And I'm like, well, you have no idea how a T-shirt is made. So first off, just shut the fuck up. Like you're confusing making T-shirts with like going to a Spencer's Gifts and buying a funny T-shirt, or you're confusing making T-shirts with shooting T-shirts out of a T-shirt cannon. Because if that was my job, goddamn, I'd be the happiest boy alive. It'd be fantastic. Like I would come home from work and my girlfriend would be like, Andrew, how's your day? And I'd just be like, oh my God, I hit a kid in the face. He was asking for it. Legally, they can't do anything about it because he had his arms up. Like, that's the law. But, like, instead, I'll come home, my girlfriend's like, Andrew, how was your day? And I'll be like, well, I printed 400 T-shirts with the phrase, what happens at deer camp stays at deer camp on it. So I fucking don't like my job. And, like, that phrase is, like, very puzzling to me because, like, that's reserved for Vegas. Like, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, you know? Like, when you cheat on your wife, you do a bunch of drugs, you lose all your money, you wait 6 hours to get Chris Angel's autograph after the show. You know, like, things you don't tell your friends about, like, secrets. And, like, so when I read that phrase, what happens at deer camp stays at deer camp, I'm just thinking, like, are people having sex with deer at deer camp? Like, is that what's going on? Like, I've never been, but they shouldn't be so creepy about the T-shirt. Like, the shirt should say, instead of what happens at deer camp stays at deer camp, it should say what happens at deer camp stays at deer camp, unless, of course, it involves having sex with a deer at deer camp. In which case, here at deer camp, we have a zero tolerance policy for any form of intercourse, consensual or non-consensual, with a deer. And look, guys, I understand. It's 2016. It's a really, really long shirt. And maybe one day a man or a woman could learn to love a deer and the deer could learn to love them back. But right now, where the law states, it says that if you are caught having sex with a deer camp, we will report you to the proper authorities. We're not sure who that is. It might be the police, a state trooper, the FBI, maybe the CIA or Homeland Security will get involved. But you will serve the proper sentence for your crimes. And on the back of the shirt, it's just going to say, in case you guys got lost there, no one's fucking deer at deer camp. Monster Energy, unleash the beast. All right, thanks, guys. My name's Andrew Michael. Y'all have a good night. You're fantastic.